Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So now basically our next Python program for writing for the practices, write out a Python program to find those numbers which are divisible by 7 and multiple of 5 between 1500 and 27 both included. Right, so now this is one of my questions which I am having, and this questions comes under the for loop, the conditions, if else conditions and the loops actually, okay. Now, understand this question very much carefully because I must say that till now we have practiced out a lot of questions. So maybe if you have just practiced out the questions with me very wisely and very carefully, so now you just can do out this particular question on your own. You do not need anyone's help to explain you what's the idea, to explain you how to do this, to implement this. You need no idea, no one's idea. Simply you can do it on your own, right? So my question says me to write out a Python program to find those numbers which are divisible by 7 and multiple of 5. Make out a note of this thing that I need to find the numbers. My two conditions are there. First one is divisible by 7 and second one is a multiple of 5. Even I am given out a range here that my range is 1500 to 2700. Okay, this is actually my range which I am having. Now, with that range only, I just need to figure out the things. From that range only, I just want all the numbers which are divisible by 7 and multiple of 5. Right, this is what I just need to do out here. So let's go on to the one note here, and let me just implement out the things here for a while. Let's see how it will go. Okay. Right here, so let's say I just make out a variable, let's say that is A. Okay, and I will just make out an empty list. So I would just store all of those numbers into this particular empty list, right? Those are actually divisible by 5, which are divisible by 7 and a multiple of 5. Okay, right here. Now, for loop will start here because we are given out a range here that is 1500 to 2700, and both of the numbers should be even included. So my range goes for, let's say, for I in range. Now I have to give out a range here, right? Putting out the bracket. Now whatever the first value we put out the range from here, like whatever the value we just put out for the start of the range, that is always counted, right? But whatever the value we just put out for ending of the range, let's say I am just going to put here to 2700, so it will go till 2769 only. So that will go for okay, I just need to put out the 2700, so that will actually go till 2699 only. It will go one number less than the previous number which I have put out here. So basically now what I just need to do here is that I just need to put out the value that is 2701 here. That is 2701, like this. I need to put out this value here 2701, right? Because I just want the like output till 2700. So to include out the 2700, I just need to put out a value which is one larger than 2700. Okay, right, that I have put out here. Now my condition, what are my conditions? I have to apply out my condition that if I percent 7 is equal to 0, my AND operator will go here, and and it is there, and I percent 5 is even equal to 0. Right, this is my condition which I will be following here. Now why I just put out the AND operator? Because my question says to me that I want all of the numbers which are divisible by 5 and which is divisible by 7 and a multiple of 5. So my condition says that I need both, I need the number which is satisfying both of the conditions. So both conditions are satisfied with the help of the AND operator only. Right, that I had just put down here. And after this, what I would just do, I would just simply do a dot append, and in here I would just write simply str of I. Right, this is what I would be doing out here. And after coming out of here, I would simply print a here. So that will actually give me the list of all of the numbers which are actually divisible by 5 and 7. Right, this is how we are gonna implement out this program. Now let me just go on to the PyCharm IT for now, and just let me start writing out the program, and then it will be more clear. Okay, let me start that out, writing that start. Right here. So I would just make out a blank list as mentioned in the program. I would make out a blank list. So that is like this. Okay. After this, following out my condition, that is for I in range. Okay, this is my condition which is actually satisfied, which is for I in range. Putting out the brackets. Now, as I mentioned that what value we need to start with, so the value which we need to start is 1500. I would just put on that 1500 value as here. Put out your comma. Now, what about the ending value? So, it should be ending at 2700. And on the one note, what I explained to you, that whenever we just give out a range, so the starting value which we give for the range, that is actually included. But ending value which we give out from the range, that is not at all included. So, whatever, let's say here I just wrote 2700. So, it will only and only go till 2699. It will not at all go at the 2700. It will only go till 2699. See, this is the position, this is the place, this is the number till which my for loop will be ranging. So if I just want that my last number, that is 2700, that should be included. So in that case, I just need to write out the number 1 increasing 2700. Right? So that would be 2701 for me. Okay, if I want just that thing to be included here, so that is 2701. After this, my if condition starts implementing that if I percent 7 is equal to 0. My first condition goes like this, that if I percent 7 is equal to 0, and my second condition goes that if I percent 5 is even equal to 0. These are my two conditions which I need to satisfy out here, right? The first one is for my divisibility of 7 and second one is for the divisibility of 5, because this is what is mentioned in my program. Let me show you. That it was mentioned that to find those numbers which are divisible by 7 and the multiple of 5, right? With like both of the conditions should be satisfied. That only number I just want here as an output, right? So my both of the conditions I have put on here. Come to a new line and here I will be writing okay, that is a dot append, and into the bracket I'm writing str, into the bracket I'm writing out here as I, right? And now coming out of my for loop, simply I could use out one of my print statement, that is print, and simply I could write here as a print a, right? And now I would just try to run out my program. Okay, so see, now here we have a long list of numbers that are actually divisible by 20, sorry, that is divisible by 5 and 7, right? I have a very long list. That is okay. So we had given out the range 1500 till 2700. This was our range, right? This was our question range which we actually wanted. So see, it started from 1500. So the first one which is divisible by 5 and the divisible by 7 is 1505. Then 1540, then 1575, then 1610, 1645, and it goes up to 2695. My last range was 2700. So before 2700, this is the last value which is divisible by 5 and as well as which is divisible by 7. Right, that is 2695. This is the value which is divisible and is basically meeting my both of the conditions. If I percent 7 is equal to 0 and if I percent 5 is equal to 0. So that is why my loop is stopped here, and basically I just got all of the numbers which are actually divisible by 5 and 7, both of the conditions, right? Now, basically, first of all, I hope that you have got a very clear and a very fair idea regarding this particular question that we have discussed, right? Now, second thing, I hope now you will be able to solve any of the questions like this. Now, let's say any question comes that you need to you need to find the numbers which are between this and this range. You need to find out the numbers which are between this and this range. All of those things you are actually now able to do things, right? Fine. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.